All right, let us quickly solve Olympiad polynomial problem. Okay. Now, whenever you are given this type of question, the first thing you check is if the coefficient of this first person, the highest degree and the least degree is the same. Okay. The highest degree here is 4 and the coefficient here is 2 and this one is 2 as well. Then the second to the highest is what? The coefficient is 1 and the second to the least, the coefficient is 1. Whenever these two things tally like this, then you should know that this equation is reducible to quadratic equation. All right. So the first thing to do is to reduce this equation into quadratic equation. Let me show you what to do. It's very, very simple. So first thing we do is, how do we reduce to quadratic? Don't forget that the highest degree of quadratic is 2. That the highest power of quadratic is 2. So first of all, let us divide everybody. Let's divide through by x squared. So I'm going to have 2x raised to power 4 over x squared plus x raised to power 3 over x squared minus 6x squared over x squared plus x over what? X squared plus 2 over x squared is equal to 0. Right? So now, this take care of this. I'm going to have 2x squared plus x minus 6, okay, plus 1 over x, then plus 2 over x squared is equal to 0. Now, once you have reduced to quadratic, the next thing you do is to bring those that look alike together. So this and this look a little bit alike. So I'm going to say 2x squared plus 2 over x squared together like this, okay? Then plus this and this look alike. I'm going to say x plus 1 over x, then okay, then minus 6 staying alone is equal to 0. Now let me factorize this person. If I factorize this person, I'm going to have 2 in bracket of x squared plus 1 over x squared, okay, then plus x plus 1 over x, all right, then minus 6 is equal to 0. Now for me to, I need to bring this squared outside so that it will look like this, okay. I'm going to say that this is 2 into, bringing this outside, I'm going to have x plus 1 over x all squared minus 2, okay. This thing is equal to this, okay. If you expand this one, you're going to get this plus 2. So like, for instance, look at what I'm trying to say. Like if you have x plus 1 over x all squared, okay, this thing is simply saying square the first one, I have x squared, multiply these two, double it, I'm going to have 2, square the last one, I'm going to have 1 over x squared. So if you want this x squared plus 1 over x squared to stay alone, then this one will go here to become minus 2. So this person is equal to x plus 1 over x all squared minus 2. That is why I told that this is equal to this. All right. So having known this, then we continue. Then plus x plus 1 over x, then minus 6 is equal to 0. Now, if you look at it, see that here and here are now the same thing. So immediately you tell them, let that x plus 1 over x be equal to what? Y. So anywhere we see that, we're going to put y. So I'm going to have 2 in bracket of, this is y squared minus 2. So y squared minus 2. I'll close my bracket, plus this one is y. Then I have minus 6 is equal to 0. So clear bracket. This time, this I'm going to have 2y squared minus 4, then plus y minus 6 is equal to 0. So which shows that what? 2y squared plus y minus 10 is equal to 0. Now let us solve this by factorization. I think it's factorizable. So how do we factorize? This time this is already 20. Multiply these two to have minus 20y squared. So what are the two factors of minus 20y squared that will give us this? That is 4 and 5, right? 4 and 5. So I'm going to say 2y squared plus 5y, then minus 4y, then minus 10 is equal to 0. So if I open these two brackets, I'm going to have, the common thing here is what? 2 is y. So this divided by this will give you 2y plus what? 5. Anything that is here must be here. 2y plus 5. The common term here is minus 2. So that minus 2 times this will give us this, and minus 2 times this will give us this. Or simply say minus 10 divided by plus 5. You will get that minus 2 outside here. Or you say minus 4y divided by plus 2y. You will still get the minus 2 outside there, right? So what is common between this and this is what? 2y plus 5. Factorizing again. And then I'm left with y minus 2 is equal to 0. then when the product of two things are equal to 0, it means that automatically one of them must be 0. So I have that what? My 2y plus 5 is equal to 0. Or you say that what? Y minus 2 is equal to 0. So this shows that my y is what? Minus 5 over 2. Or my y is equal to what? 2. But the problem here is that I'm not looking for y, I'm looking for x. But don't forget that there is a place you told them that, but remind them that you say that x plus 1 over x is equal to y. Is it not true? So it means that x plus 1 over x is equal to minus 5 over 2. Or you say that x plus 1 over x is equal to what? 2. So now let us solve this. If I solve the first one, I solve the second one to get the 4 answers. Because that polynomial is raised to the power of 4. So we are supposed to have 4 answers. So solving this first one, the LCM of everything is 2x. So I'll multiply everybody by 2x. 2x times this, I'm going to have 2x squared. 2x times this one, I'm going to have 2. 2x times this one, I'm going to have minus 5x. So this one coming here, I'm going to have 2x squared minus 5x plus 2 is equal to 0. This is factorizable. I'm going to use 4 and 1. So this is 2x squared minus 4x minus x, then plus 2 is equal to 0. So this is what? 2x into x minus 2, right? Then x minus 2 is equal to 0. I'm left with minus 1. Okay, so that this time this is giving me this time this is giving me this. So I'm left with x minus 2 and 2x minus 1 is equal to 0. So finally, when the product of two things are equal to 0, automatically one of them must be 0. So what does it mean now? It means that x minus 2 is 0, or you say that 2x minus 1 is 0. So finally, x is equal to 2, or x is equal to 1 over 2. Now, this is for the first side. Now, for the second side, the LCM of the denominator here is just x. So let us multiply everybody by x. If I multiply this by x, I'm going to have x squared. Multiply this by x, I'm going to have 1. Multiply this by x, I'm going to have 2x. So if this one coming here, I'm going to have x squared minus 2x, then plus 1 is equal to 0. So I'm going to use minus 1 and minus 1. So I'm going to say that this is what? X squared minus x plus 1 is equal to 0. So I'm going to have x into x minus 1. Then x minus 1 is equal to 0. I'm having minus 1 here. So I'm having that x minus 1 and another x minus 1 is equal to 0. So what does it mean? That x minus 1 is 0, or x minus 1 is 0. So finally, x is equal to 1, or x is equal to 1 again. So therefore, the answer to that is x is equal to 1, 1, sorry, let me start with half, the smallest one. But anyhow you arrange, it does not matter. Half, 1, 1, 2. So these are the 4 answers to that polynomial. So thank you very much for watching. Please, if I'm rushing, you can just rewind the video. So please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Bye-bye.